This video's big idea is sustainability, especially focusing on the problem of our consumer culture and the waste management consequences that come with it.
OMG, so sustainable. I'm so
Seriously, I'm trying to make a joke. I'm trying to bring a sense of humor to the group.
Ugh. My feed is filled with this stuff.
Wait, it's funny.
Sure, bud.
Greenwashing is everywhere.
What, people are painting things green now?
No, Yashvi, it means the act of exaggerating the extent to which products or services take into account environmental and sustainability factors.
Ugh, another ad.
What goes on in your head when you pass a Starbucks? Are you intoxicated by the heavenly coffee smell? Why make your coffee at home when you can get it here in a to-go cup every single day? Just throw it in the trash when you're done. What's important is that we've ditched the plastic straws. Oh, you took one. Oh, you took two. That's okay. The world still knows that we banned them. In Japan, let's focus on the good parts. When you buy a Starbucks, suddenly it feels like the world knows you. And now you have friends and a social life. Starbucks, here for your money. The environment. Ditch the plastic straws. Don't forget your plastic cup. Coffee for Ria? Is there a Ria here?
Do you mean Trisha?
I low-key crave like a strawberry acai refresher now. Starbucks is one of the most famous coffee brands in the world, selling over 4 million cups of coffee every day. Starbucks is both convenient and aesthetically valued, but for this to happen, there will be consequences. Girl, everyone knows what Starbucks is. Wait, what do you mean there'll be consequences?
Starbucks is very transparent about their environmental goals and progress, and is also striving to be a resource-positive company and for a 50% reduction in the waste it sends to landfills by 2030.
The world's largest coffee chain has laid out targets for 2030, including cutting the landfill waste from its stores by half.
Today, I'm going to tell you about Starbucks and its greenwashing regarding their waste reduction policies. Starbucks disposes of about 8,000 plastic cups per minute, most of them ending up in landfills or the ocean. To reduce some of their waste, Starbucks wants to ban all plastic straws by 2020. And how's that going? It's 2023 and Starbucks still has plastic straws. They claim that plastic straws were too small to be captured in modern recycling equipment and created a new Starbucks lid made from polypropylene, a common recyclable plastic. Starbucks, however, failed to mention that these lids are actually thicker than normal Starbucks lids.
Verify, we test things ourselves. And while the numbers were different, the new lids did way more. The claims this new lid uses more plastic are verified. But it's important to note that doesn't make it worse for the environment. We reached out to Starbucks themselves, who told us these new lids are 100% recyclable, while their straws weren't.
Unsure if these Starbucks lids will even get recycled, because only 9% of the world's plastic gets recycled. Most of it gets landfilled because it gets contaminated by remaining food and drink residue, which I'm pretty sure is exactly what Starbucks sells. So for your Starbucks cup to have a 100% chance of recycling, you would have to rinse and dry your cup in order to prevent mold. And if you're too lazy to make your own coffee, you probably don't have enough time to rinse your cups. So many people still prefer straws over the sippy cups. Blended beverages like frappuccinos are still served with straws. Starbucks promised to provide straws made of alternate material, i.e., a compostable or recyclable material, but nope, these straws are still plastic and not going away anytime soon.
Now that you're done with your rant, I have to say that Starbucks is not all that bad. Neha, they made like a fully compostable hot drink cup and they rewarded the person who created $10 million.
Well, yeah, that's true. Most paper drink cups are non-recyclable because they have a plastic lining in them.
Wait, but can't we like recycle plastic?
Yeah, but we need to separately recycle the plastic and paper, and very few recycling centers offer to do that.
But where you run into problems is the cup itself. Hoffman says many recycling programs will not accept them. And she says that's because most end markets don't want it due to that plastic lining inside the cup.
But Starbucks did stop using those cups and switched to cups with a compostable lining. However, not many people are aware of its compostability and continue to dump it in the trash. Real change can only occur when people actually compose their cups. And Starbucks should be spending money to actually educate people on how to dispose of their cups and encourage their customers to follow other eco-friendly practices at Starbucks, like bringing your own cup.
Wait, you can bring your own cup to Starbucks?
That's what Starbucks claims, but I don't know if we actually can. Wanna go check it out?
Well, I never say no to Starbucks.
It actually worked, and there was absolutely no plastic waste. This is definitely the most sustainable thing to do if you ever want to get a Starbucks.
Yashri! My package arrived! It came here so quickly, you will not believe how cute these things are. I ordered one-day delivery, that's why the packaging is so excessive. Aren't these so cute? Hello.
Are you stupid?
Huh?
Shein is an online women's fashion brand known for its unbeatable prices. Their products are such bad quality though, they can only work for like 1 or 2 weeks or like when the fashion trend passes. Their products are so cheap that returns are often just landfilled because it'll cost more to put them back into circulation than just recycle them.
But Shein has been certified by the ISO.
Do you even know what that is? The ISO stands for NEHA. They don't issue certificates.
Oh, but they invested in textile waste management.
That doesn't reduce the amount of waste they create.
What? No, it does. It cleans up their and other textile companies' waste.
That doesn't mean they'll start creating less waste, Neha. It doesn't mean if all the waste was cleaned up, they don't try to create more waste. They're just trying to make themselves look better.
We're constantly bombarded with media that puts pressure on us to buy newer and trendier clothes, just to throw them away when they're no longer in style. An estimated 93 million tons go to landfill or are burned every year.
And that's roughly about a garbage truckload of textiles every second going to landfill. Every second.
Well, it's just one pair of sunglasses.
Just give me your phone.
Fine. Let's go to a reputable company to shop at.
Where are we going?
H&M.
H&M? Really, Neha? I thought you were better than that. I just talked to you about fast fashion.
H&M is not fast fashion.
Yes, it is. It's one of the many fast fashion companies known for copying high-end fashion, rapid clothing turnover, unsanitary practices like using harmful chemicals in its products, and inhumane working conditions.
But the Conscious collection in 2011 sold items made with at least 50% sustainable material.
But their claims are pretty vague and highlight their lack of transparency regarding to reduce its environmental and carbon footprint.
Ew! What an interesting artifact!
Then where am I supposed to shop from? You don't know?
No, I do, but sustainable fashion is kind of expensive, and you're kind of broke.
I'm not that broke.
I mean, you can always shop at like Pact, Tamga, Wearwell.
I've never heard of those brands. What are their prices like?
I mean, their lowest is $20. And their highest is about $150.
I'm off to H&M.
Hey, we can also go thrifting. It's more sustainable than fast fashion.
Last time I went thrifting, your mom thought I was Trisha's mother. I'm going to make my own clothes.
Wait, it's Tuesday. We need to go to school. Come back.
Get off your phone, Yashwi.
Shh, I don't want to get in trouble.
You know Samsung is better?
Nah, you green messages people.
I don't even know what that means. Also, Apple is not innocent, you know. Apple published a packaging and foresting and packing strategy document, which talks about eliminating a few grams of paper and plastic from iPhone product packaging, and announces technological innovations in eliminating plastic and replacing it with robust, wood-derived packaging. While they do in the short run, for example, by getting rid of the chargers to save for packaging, they still end up leading to more waste in the long run. Though the fact that you would need to order one later, that takes more transportation and packaging, that would be more than if it was just in the box in the first place. Only 0.1% of global e-waste is power adapters, wired. Apple doesn't use a universal charging cable in its devices, and it uses different types of chargers from other companies as well.
At least Apple is trying to create a closed system. The iPhone 12 ranges uses 100% recycled rare earth elements for all of its magnets inside, and same is true for the taptic engine, which provides haptic feedback in the last iPhone. Apple has also been using 100% recycled aluminum enclosures for the last couple of years in select products. It employs disabled bots to recover these precious materials in used devices, and the company released has its sights to become carbon neutral by 2030.
The Dandora dump site is the largest dump site in Kenya and in Nairobi as the capital city. But everybody disposes their waste to Dandora dump site. Waste in Dandora is not organized. When other people are coming to dispose their waste in Dandora, as long as they get space, they'll just dispose it off, whether it is near a household or any open field that they get.
There are over 1,000 landfills in the United States, and more than 95 million pounds of scrap plastic alone were transported out of the United States in 2022 only. We don't know what happens to this trash. No idea where it's going to get disposed and who it's going to affect. If we keep going with this current consumer culture, it is only going to harm the environment more and is absolutely not sustainable.
Have you ever wondered where the clothes you throw away end up? Some of them travel thousands of miles to Ghana. This is actually no beach paradise. Look a little closer and your discarded fast fashion could be rotting right here.
Companies often don't look at the environmental consequences when they manufacture and sell their products, but they have to start considering these consequences instead of greenwashing.
There's some actions other companies can take to stop greenwashing in their companies, like conduct a sustainability audit by reviewing your business energy, water, and waste usage, using benchmarks to compare your business performance against industry standards or best practices, gather feedback from customers, employees, suppliers, and other stakeholders, participate in certification programs, and identify environmental impacts to your product's lifecycle. Even as consumers, we have to pick which company we buy from, and we can choose a sustainable option. In this video, we show how complex it can be to show who is greenwashing, and as consumers, we can make the right choice.